Hey, what's going on YouTube? UA Reviews here, and today I've got a football 101 video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to pad up football pants. Okay, so padding up football pants, for me, a long time ago when I was first starting out in football, I really didn't know how to correctly pad up my football pants because back then, girdles really weren't around, and you had to use the hip pads and the tailbone pad, and you had to use all the pads that you get from your coach or whatever. But times have changed. They've made it now to where, sometimes with youth players, they have the youth set and they have all the pads included and you don't have to take them out and they're just built into the pants. Well, someday you're going to have to grow out of those pants and you're going to have to get some big boy football pants. So today, I'm going to show you guys how to actually pad up football pants from using all 7 set pads that you have in a standard football pad set for your pants pads. I'm going to show you guys first how to pad up the hip and tailbone pads, and then I'll proceed to the knee and thigh pads. Alright, so this one I want to start out first because it's usually kind of the most complicated, and this is the one I always had trouble with, was actually threading the pads and your football belt through all these holes that you get on these shorts. So this is just your standard practice pair of shorts, or however your football pants come. There's a lot of different brands and styles of football pants, so some of the actual belt loops may differ. You may have more or less than I have here. This one actually has quite a bit, so it's kind of adjustable to a lot of, hip pads that you get. So these are just some standard Riddell ones that I picked up. So first off, you want to have your belt, your D-ring belt. And what you're going to do is start with the side that doesn't have the actual belt loop, and what you're going to do is you thread it through. So, and the first hole what I like to do is go ahead and stick the belt down. So it's in there like that. You have your first loop. So these next 2 slots are where you're going to put your hip. So is where you're going to loop the belt through. So I'm going to put the belt through this loop and this one. So I'm going to kind of line it up with the pants, just like that, and then just simply thread it through. And you kind of have to find out, you just kind of have to work with it. So I've got it there, and then you thread it out. So, and then that's one already laced up. And then your next one, like I said, the next pad that you start with, you go down, so under the belt loop, and then on the back here, it's kind of easy to tell where, if you kind of look down the middle of the pants, you can kind of tell where the butt pad's supposed to go. So, and then you kind of have to adjust these. I swear these pads, these Riddell ones, are hard to work with. So, okay. So here's our next one, and then we're just going to loop it through there. And here we go. So we've got 2 of the 3 in there. Okay, so with the final one, we find one belt loop. We're going to use these 2 to loop the thigh pad through, or the hip pad, I should say. So we're going to start down there, and then now we're going to take our hip pad, line it up, and sometimes looping it through all the correct holes, you don't have to make it perfect to where you have all it really matters essentially is that you have some part of the belt going through 2 of the loops in the hip pads. So that's what I've done here. So you'll be able to tell that I didn't line them up correctly with how I first looped them in. It's my fault, but it really doesn't matter how the belt kind of loops around. It just has to go through at least 2 parts of the and then so I finish out here. And then you just kind of adjust them because they're all kind of scrunched around. You have to adjust that belt a little bit because I've got a little extra hanging way out here. So, okay, so here's the finished product. They're all looped in there. They all connect through. Now, personally, I am not at all a big fan of the hip pads that kind of stick out. You know, maybe that's all you kind of have to go with, but I would personally use a girdle. Any type of football girdle that's out there that has the hip pads already built in. They're going to be a little lightweight. They ride lower on the hip, so you don't have them as bulky like this. I've never been a big fan of that. And when I got my first girdle, this wasn't my first girdle, but I had one that I love the hip pads in there so much. They're flexible. That's just the best. That's just my best advice. But if you have to go with those, I mean, just maybe find some that ride a little lower. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys how to pad up the thigh and knee pads. And with this pair of football pants that I have here, they're more of a actual game day style. So it would be like your game day pair that you would wear. And being that these don't have any belt loops for your hip pads, these are perfect for a girdle. So start off, what you want to do is turn your pants inside out. So reach down and pull out both legs and turn them inside out. And then find the pockets to where the pads are going to go in. So as you can kind of tell here, they have little pockets that you slip the knee pad in, as well as the thigh pad here. So you got them turned inside out, and then we're going to take our thigh pads, and all we do is just, and what you should do, you don't want to get these in backwards, you know, you don't want to turn them in like that. You want to flip them to where they're facing, you know, where your body's going to be facing the inside of this. So you're going to have the pad turned from behind and then put it in. So, and this is pretty simple to do. Get them in straight. Sometimes they don't close real well. They'll still be a little open. It just kind of depends on the size that you have as far as your thigh pads go. And then for the knee pads, so yeah, they go like that. And then you just slip them in, get them looking straight, and then same thing on this side. And then now once you've got those padded up, you can turn your pants back inside out, turn them the right way. And there you go. You've got your thigh and knee pads in there. Alright, so that's my video on how to pad up football pants. Hopefully that helped you out and you know how to adjust put these hip pads on the correct way, and how you should kind of put in your leg pads, like your thigh and knee pads. So hopefully that helped you guys out. If you have any more questions, just leave a comment down below. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram for updates on the channel, and be sure to subscribe for more Football 101 videos. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.